There is nothing that starts a slow morning like hearing the rain outside your hotel window and knowing you're in the mountains. It's just like home.
It is just like home.
Yeah, except a bit colder because we're in the mountains. So we've put it off for as long as we can this morning. The weather's been bad. We're halfway up Splurger Pass, I think it is. And yeah, we've been hearing the rain hammering down. It has eased off a little bit in a minute, to be fair, isn't it? But the weather report is not good. Mountains over there. Even though it's all cloudy and raining, it's still stunningly beautiful, isn't it? We're just going to crack on. We're not going to put the cameras on because we're worried about water getting in and it's going to knacker the connections, and then we won't be able to film the rest of the trip. So we're just going to crack on now. Beautiful, come on out. It's still pouring down, but now we've come down off the mountains. We weren't surrounded by all those clouds and stuff up there. But it's just stunning, isn't it? We've been passing waterfalls and all sorts of stuff before we got to start. We've got to put the cameras on, you got to see it. Right, so we're now heading for St Moritz. And what I've done on the sat-nav is put go home, avoid tolls, because we don't want to do the Swiss motorways. We don't want to be on a motorway on a day like today anyway. So we have a mere 1,411 kilometres left. But meanwhile, look at that. Absolutely stunning. These two rocks supporting each other, just holding each other up. I do get the feeling that we're going up there. That snow on top of them mountains, isn't it? What are the chances that we completely underestimated Switzerland's late October? We're about to find out what the conditions are. Well, the passes are open, the sign says open. This is one of those days where conditions are really poor. But you got to watch what you're doing a little bit when it's like this. Here we go for some steep, tight turns. That lorry's going up here. They're only a 7.5 tonne. There's one coming down. You don't want to meet him on a corner, ideally. Look at them twisty roads down there. That's awesome. I wish it was dry. I could have put the drone up. It's so annoying. I think we're in the clouds now.
I can't feel my fingers, and I've got a heated grips maxed out.
Yeah, we need to change over to the gloves in a minute. We're going to get the big guns out. Time to pull out the RST heated gloves.
And no view. All this climbing and you can't even see.
It's still a cool experience though, isn't it? I just love this. Yeah. I love a challenging ride. Yeah, look at that view, eh? What a stunner.
What is this, Julia Pass or the other one?
I think it's Julia Pass, I'm not certain. If it is a pass, there'll be a sign at the top with a summit.
Should be.
Oh, here we go, there. There we go, pass number 1.
Yeah.
I don't think we'll be stopping for the view pictures.
No.
And our bike is saying, the temperature's not there for a minute, it was saying 8 degrees just now. We were in 30 degrees yesterday. But yeah, for some odd reason, there's nobody about up here.
Wonder why.
It's still really pretty, but with the rain and the temperature dropping so much, it is very quickly becoming deeply unpleasant.
Yes.
The goal of the day is definitely knock out as many kilometres as we can that's comfortable.
Comfortable?
Without it being unbearably miserable. The problem is we can't even wait it out in a hotel because the weather's supposed to be really bad for the next few days here.
It is going to be like that, that's it, yeah.
Yeah, so there's no sitting out, we just got to crack on, there's nothing we can do. Top tip from us though, if you're going to come here, do it in July, it's much better. How can it be that we've been climbing all that time and then we reach this huge flat area with a lake on the top?
Julia Pass ahead. Let's see how nice that is.
Yeah, I suspect that being that just at that little lake thing just now, we were looking around and we could see snow and ice on the mountains around us.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, and we are going up, so I think there is definitely going to be some suffering involved today.
Don't say that.
We're going to be cold and wet. How exciting.
Oh, yeah. I'm just wet, that's it.
Yeah.
And cold.
The problem is by putting on more clothes now isn't going to help.
No, it's not.
No. Eve is dying for a wee, and in a cruel twist of fate, there are toilets here, but they're locked.
At least if I wee myself, I'll be warm for a minute.
Oh my, what have we done this time?
It's your fault. I said let's go towards Spain.
1,378 kilometres left.
Julia Pass. Juliet, not Julia.
Oh yeah, Julia. 2,284 metres. I am feeling a little short of breath up here.
Yeah, me too.
Not much, but a little bit. Well, I don't know if it's so bloody cold. That's pretty amazing though. How often did you get to ride in snow-capped mountains in the Alps, eh?
Not very often because it's cold.
Yeah, it might be a good reason for that, yeah.
Snow, snow, snow.
Oh, we're going back down again now. That's good. We stopped earlier. I did break out the RST heated gloves. I've not turned them on yet, but these bad boys are so thick and warm. Really good quality gloves.
Mine are soaked through now, so I have to put the RST on.
Yeah, change them over in a bit. Don't let your hands get cold. Well, the situation has changed somewhat, hasn't it? Only yesterday it's 30 degrees. It's bloody hot. Had all the vents open and everything.
Fancy a camping, Rich?
Yeah, I was just going to tell you, I brought the tent along. We'll pitch up here.
Oh, you didn't.
Yeah, it'll be nice and warm in the evening, wouldn't it? So it's Haribo.
I couldn't afford the cake in the calf, yeah? We got royally fat. See the receipt?
Yeah.
€40. For what?
Yeah, the problem is when you come to Switzerland, as we found out before, it is very expensive here. So luckily we're only going to be here for a few hours. We hope to be out by this evening. So, but yeah, we forgot about that until we opened the menu in there, didn't we? We were like, whoa.
And it stopped raining.
It has stopped raining. However, on that note, every motorcyclist will know about this. And as far as I know, there isn't a solution other than carrying a spare helmet. But once you get proper wet and your helmet gets wet, this is by far one of the worst things that us bikers have to do, I reckon.
Right, ready?
Get it on. Oh, it's actually tripping.
I'm ignoring it.
Be strong.
Oh.
A mere 1,368 kilometres to home.
Well, I do feel better after the stop.
Yeah, absolutely. That was well needed, that was. Wow. Look at that. Isn't that cool? You do have to pay the price to come here, don't you? But it is really beautiful. I don't think there's any place quite like it. It's quite the same. Oh, so much better. It's not smashing down now. It's so easy to get distracted looking at stuff around you here, isn't it? You got to pay attention. It'd be so nice to like spend a few months here or something, really explore everything. The whole point of these videos is to encourage you to come out here and do these things for yourself. We're showing you tiny snippets of what we see doing this, and it's all about showing you that you can do this. Anyone can do this. Just come and do it. Just worry about the next 50 kilometers. That's all we do. Yeah, we make the plan up as we go, stay flexible, and you know, do it in small chunks. Yeah, it's amazing what you achieve. It's just like a perfect scenery here, isn't it? Like I was saying earlier, it looks like a model place, and everybody's just perfectly placed, lots of little buildings and stuff, on perfectly manicured land and hills. It's just beautiful. And roads made by bikers for bikers. Okay. Here we are now entering Cunter. And over there is a cloud that just fell out the sky, look. It just looks like it's just dropped and settled there in the valley. How can it be in places like this? The road is always perfect. There's no potholes here, despite the weather conditions and you know where we are. Always perfectly smooth. Wow, look at this place, man. Wow, we are literally riding in the clouds and we can only see just a few feet ahead. Breathing clouds. The weather changes here so quickly, doesn't it? We were trying to take a photo earlier on and you turn your back on it and it's, oh no, it's all the valleys covered in cloud. And by the time we turned around again, mucked around with the camera, we looked round again, it's clear again. And this is the thing, isn't it? Switzerland is constant. Every time you go around a corner, something even more amazing, something more beautiful. And the weather changes and everything feels different again. And it's just brilliant here. Dry roads here, look. Wow, things have changed pretty quickly now, haven't they?
Yeah, we're out of the mountain ranges.
And now it's flat expanses, which has become very windy. And the rain's back. But we're making good progress. Just a mere 1,289 kilometres to Calais. Well, we're getting ourselves ready for the last stint now. We've managed to find some accommodation about 30 minutes from here.
Here we are in our hidden spot for the night.
Good evening. So we just arrived at the B&B. Nice place, big place, isn't it?
Yeah, it's alright.
Yeah, what was it called? Jaeger or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, anyway.
Very secluded.
Yeah, middle of nowhere, just as we
Well, we're close to town. It was just a path leading through.
But the bikes are well out of the way and that's what's important, isn't it? Yeah. So yeah, slight delay along the way. You want to tell them what happened?
I dropped my bike for the first time in, how long? A year and a half.
Yeah, since you've been riding, so first go, yeah.
I don't know. I was just saying that I'm upset because I did all this difficult passes and difficult roads and I haven't had a wobble even once. And then here, I don't know, it was not, maybe being too relaxed, not looking...
You can look for excuses all day long and we'll all blame ourselves. Look, most of you watching are bikers and we all know there are two kinds of bikers. There are those who have dropped their bike and there are those that are going to drop their bike. And that might sound negative, but it's a fact. You're balancing all that weight on two round things, it will happen.
The thing is that I knew, well, I put my leg down and I was trying to pull it back up, not let it go down, but as we were talking, once it goes a certain point, there's no way I'm going to pull it back up with fully loaded bike, so I let it down gently as much as I could. I definitely could feel that I strained a little bit my side, so it went down on the left side. The side pannier came off. I believe is designed to do that, so there's absolutely no damage on that. We'll see tomorrow, but there's no damage on that. There's no damage to a barkbuster.
Well, it's just a small scratch on the barkbuster plastic on the handguard.
Maybe.
And that is exactly what it's for. It's done its job brilliantly, as has the crash bars. So we picked it up, your trip carries on, you're fine, no damage to the bike, and that's why you spend the money on barkbusters.
It doesn't damage my confidence in any way because, I just did it on
It's part of riding. Like I say, every one of us who've been riding a good deal will have dropped the bike. Whether you admit it or not. But we've all done it, I've done it countless times.
To be honest,
we've all done it.
I have dropped a bike one day before my test. So happy that I dropped the bike because all of them, they were putting it in my head, you're going to drop your bike, it's so scary, blah, blah, blah. It's not, you just drop it, you pick it up. You pick it up.
I'll pick it up.
Thank you.
Yeah. Right.
I helped a bit.
Listen, my arm's aching. Right, I'm holding this camera out. We're going to bed now.
Good night.
Good night.